USA, Australia and other places, there were actually record jaw-dropping prices at auctions for mint condition models. Keep this in mind. So from 2005 till present, Japanese 90s and early 2000 products, after the population aged, become collectible. Appreciation, see rapid value increase, collectible, mainstream, yet whatever. Next topic. This is a conversation with ChatGPT, and after multiple iterations, this is what I think to be very important. You can't see that well, so let me adjust a bit from zoom. Yeah, I think you can see very well now. So here we have the next countries: USA, Germany, Japan, China, United Kingdom. For reference, I wanted 1945, just after the war, around 89, 85, the period of Plaza Accord. So let's name that the biggest point of Japan economical progress. And of course we have the present moments, 2025 projected, it doesn't matter, 2020 doesn't matter. So what was the first question I asked? How many people were in this country just right after the war? So in Germany, 70 million, Japan, 72 million, China, half a billion, UK, 47 million, and USA, 141 million. Let's compare these values with the current values. So in the USA doubled, as you can observe, 332. Germany is the same exact thing. I'd actually speculate that the rest of 14 million are actually different origins all around the planet. Japan almost doubled, 126 million, even though in Japan also we have a lot of immigration from this 126. I don't know, maybe Japanese are 100, let's say like this, but anyways, Japan population 126. China from half a billion to 1.5 billion. Incredible. UK from 47, even though today is a big topic with I don't know what problems with the origin of the people, that British man, authentic British man with British accent are long gone from UK, and what you find there is not British anymore. 69 million. So let's see these British people, which are actually those who buy, who can afford, let's say, who can beg, who can knock to the Germans and Italians' door for a special product. What progress they had over the years. So as a winner in 45, The Allies, they had 2.9 GDP, which equals 270 billions in dollars. Today they have 3000 billion, but the rate of their country remained from 9 to 3 to 2. So basically they achieved nothing. They only uh, moved money from left to right to left. They made special things, or they consumed special things. They didn't even multiplied in terms of natality, newborns, let's say. Uh, they were just special, the special of the Europe. Let's compare this with Germany. After the war, 70 millions, 6.3 GDP, which equals almost the same value, 240 billion. So we can understand here that the economy which brought up this 3% is much larger than the Germany, because 6% out of the out of their economy is almost the same value. So they had 3.3 and then 1.8 GDP, which compared with the British brothers, let's say, British friends, of course, it's almost double. So for the same 2% increase, now the economy of Germany were the GDP, even though as a percentage was the same, now the amount of money was actually double, as you can see. Moving forward, let's look at the Americans. USA, so they had initially 3.6, then 3.2, then 2.5. So this is just a constant fall from an astonishing economy, big economy, in which 3% meant 2000 billions. All right. Again, compared with the same 3% as Germany, they had an economy 3 times more productive. And in terms of population, they doubled, which will become relevant only if we talk about what happened after 05, 2010, 2015, 2020, and what we watched content from last month with this British American YouTube influencers, so 2025. Let's watch China now. So from 2% they increased to 4.2%, to 9.4%, and tripled their population. Japan, on the other hand, they managed 9.4%, the same thing as China has now. So an incredible value. Um, After that, they just decreased and never came back to the top. If we compare Germany and Japan, so almost the same population, almost the same uh, money in the economy, you can see different similarities. That's why everyone begs, like we saw in the video, begs for German Porsche. That's why everyone buys BMWs, Audi, and of course they're good, but they're not good because no money to repair and to maintain. But Japan and China, of course. Japan and Germany, of course. There are some Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Jaguar, McLaren from United Kingdom, but we can talk about something different. So yeah, between Japan and Germany, even as population until Plaza Accord, population almost similar. The GDP is very similar. Even to present moment, Germany somehow managed to produce almost as much as the number one, uh, who was never number one, Japan, because he was forced into an agreement, economical agreement. They are here, so we can take as a reference these two very economical industries, two very powerful industries. Of course, China is big, you know, 1.5 billion people. So 1.5 billion people produce 4 times as much as the German with 70 million, with 85 million. It doesn't matter. It's incredible. All right. Well, we don't say China shouldn't be here. We say different things, but not about China. Let's jump to some prices. So after this much of iterations, again in a conversation we can prove with different prices on different models that in dollars, to be easy to read, that Nissan Skyline GTR R32 first model, 33 second, 34 third, that between 89 and 94 the price in USA was between 15 and 25,000. As you can see, these were the prices in early 2000s as a model. In USA, again, the price 10 years later, as you can see, only gone up for each model. And after 25 years, again, it went up. Here is a very interesting mention. I actually, not here, I forgot where it was. Here I actually asked, you can watch this value here, about USA GDP, that before I asked for a more refined analysis. Please check again the GDP. I have different values. Check again and refine the results. I didn't mention any country. I didn't mention anything, just to check again. For you to don't lose your time. The only difference, major difference, was here, about at least 10-15%. The others were exactly almost unchanged, so from 3.8 billion to 3.5, that's more than 10%. But as you can see, Germany and Japan from 1000, exactly 1003, 1015, China from 268 to 40, so they added more a bit to China. So somehow they took from China and added to USA, but asking a refinement, as you can see, 10% to them, from them, just as a mention. This is important because, as I said, I observed something very comical, in my opinion, trying to understand why the same prices, for example, in Japan in the early 2000s, the same Americans paid actually 10% lower than the price in Japan. So for the same product, they said, no, too expensive, exactly like these YouTubers. No, too expensive, please a discount, list price, can you make cheap a bit? So in the Japan it was more expensive. In the end, as you can observe, so from 35 to 50,000 in Japan, current price in 2025. In USA you have 10% here, so from 35, more than 10%, 15%, 10% on the lower limit, and again 20% more in the current price in the USA for the same product. So from 2000 to 2025, firstly Americans ask for a discount, and then they sell the same thing 10-20% more. After the Japanese in 2000 aged, and what they created now become, see a rapid value appreciation. From who? From who? Become iconic collector cars. Where? Because in Japan they're cheaper. Oh, so the Americans are collectors. They are influencers. They are YouTubers. But in the early 2000s they wanted a discount. And now they are collectors. And to whom they sell this crap? This Japanese product, which is good. But after 25 years of constant increase in price, of course, in USA price, because USA now is the most how that's called, is the most required demand in the USA, because it's the biggest price. Of course, there is the biggest demand. So of course USA started to collect. They also have that rule with imports. So if you want to import a car, as you can observe here, it have to be at least 25 years old. So we are not stupid, all right? 25 years old. So after 2000s, when you bought firstly this cheaper model in USA, after they shipped it or manufactured it across the sea, now they became, as you can see, 20% more valuable because you are Americans and you filmed it and you are influencers, all right, with the same object after that many years, after 25 years of using a metal system, a system, now it becomes more expensive, collectible, and they make videos. We watch to their videos and they say no, German car, no, they're not as good as Japanese. But Americans are not Japanese. They firstly cut the legs of Japanese in 85, right? In 05 they aged. Now the Americans use not American products, they use Japanese. They collect Japanese products. They use Japanese because it's reliable. And now they attack German. Oh no, German BMW, no, too complicated. No, not good. What's this world? We see this, we understand what's happening. Again, if we compare Toyota Supra, the famous Toyota Supra, in 93 in USA, the prices 15 to 18, 30 to 35, always cheaper. Today 100. In Japan price 85. It's their work, man. Is a Japanese product. It's their work. They're utterly and bluntly screwed with no shame. No shame. And of course their products are good because if you compare Japanese product with German product, you will say, oh, Japanese is reliable, is powerful. You can turbo a Toyota Supra for 1, 2, 3,000 horsepower. You can turbo the Nissan GTR 34 and 35 for 3,000 horsepower. GTR on the face of English YouTubers. 3,500 Nissan GTR. Japanese 4,000. Japanese. Italian versus Japanese. Again, Italian, German, Japanese. But of course, Italian, no, it is not reliable. It breaks. It whatever. To Japanese, what do you have to say? It hold, let's say like that. It hold the value over the years. It increased 20% as here, 15% to you Americans here, to you, and the Chinese from 240 to 270, another 10%, 15% from them. So what's going on? 10% here, 20% there. Please give me your GT3 RS. Please give me your Lamborghini. Your Lamborghini is special, but when it breaks and I have to pay, no, no good. No, don't buy. No, crap, crap, expensive crap, complicated. They overtax, they overcharge you. BMW, good, good. M3 and 4, yeah, good. When it breaks, no good, no, no good. Expensive crap, no. It devalues very fast, no, not buy German cars, no. But they buy German cars. I don't buy any of that stuff. They buy 10% here, 20% there on not my work, on Japanese back and uh, German's back and Italian passion and specialness. Again, watch this chart. So on the back of 70 million Japanese and 70 million Germans, which worked in the first years after the war to grow up their economy and also to export overseas. They, after that many years, after 05 and 010 and till now, they manage everything but to consume whatever, to produce Chevys, Fords, Dodge, Tesla, different craps, which, alright, German is crap, Italian is crap, alright, American is crap, Russian is crap, French crap, UK crap. But at least those Germans worked hard for those Americans to have this opinions. And now they live, they go. They breathe and they eat on the back of Japan. They use Japan collectible cars, which are, of course, good. They can be collectible. What to collect? A Ford Camaro, a Mustang. What a joke. They collect now the Japanese products, and in the end, of course, they sell back to China, because China invested in factories, invested in infrastructure and different necessities, not in collectible. And after these 9% increase, constant increase of China will somehow be cut, exactly like in terms of Japan. Of course, they could buy these collectible collectors, collect iconic, value appreciate and special, whatever, Italian cars from those guys in UK who buy those cars and they keep in the garage with 2000 miles, 300 miles, a new car with 3000 miles, with 4000. Of course, they will find ways to sell those incredible cars, which may be incredible but not that incredible, to Chinese, to Africans, to whoever bites like a fish The anyways, too much English. So yeah, RX-7, Honda. So just even if you look at Honda, look at these prices in 2000 in USA. No one give a crap about Honda. They bought all BMW, Mercedes, Italian. They tried to scam somehow Italians and Germans to give them for free. Also, in the same time, they tried to scam Japanese to give them for free. And now they try to scam everybody to give them back how much? At least at least 10% more for a Honda after a constant increase in value after 25 years. So if you think about, they didn't made 10% because they are collector. They made actually, let's say, $35,000 without even a loss for buying this car. Oh yeah, but you know the depreciation of the dollar, the inflation. Yeah, with the same money in this time they made a lot of other things. These ones, Japanese, Germany, China, they built. The other guys, what they made? What they made? Bentley, 2.9, 3%, 2, no population. So what they made all these years? I'm actually, this is enough for me. It's more than obvious. um, I can't stand with this kind of crap around me. And coming back to our beginning, this is the end of our movie. I can't say that I'm disappointed by Japanese. I'm disappointed by Germans. I remain on my track with Japanese, and not because I try to scam them somehow. I try to live on their back like a parasite, but I don't follow also uh, our leaders, let's say, in a way that we must follow Japanese because as a parasite we follow whatever source of blood we find, and they still have blood. They still have blood. Those 100 millions, they still have blood. We don't have, we can't work. They have. We need to suck their blood. If we can't argue with Japanese products, and we can argue with German products, with Italian products, that in some way or another they're awesome, they're good, but not that good. Um, for me, who recently took into consideration what I would do if no Japanese products are around, and to be honest, I think I could be perfectly fine screwed by the Germans, all right, overtaxed by Germans, to overpay to Germans, to not even get my hands on a German car, and all these other um, disadvantages and problems in the whole package, but for the Holy Mother, Lord, God, Jesus, at least they have exactly like Tiger 2. They don't have much. They're in horrifying. They're horror product. They design horror products which don't work, which sound good on paper, but at least, let's say, if I train, if I practice, if I pay, if I sustain them, if I make what's that called, insurance with them, if I put my bank account on the line and everything, maybe that thing at least will work. Maybe. On the other hand, uh, with the other guys, even if those are Russians, Americans, British, French, bah,